'Cause we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
What's up, Dolphins? The Dolphins lose 16-10 to the Indianapolis Colts and are now 2-4 on the season. 2-4. The play calling was absolutely horrible in this game. You blew a 10-0 lead. You allowed 16 unanswered. I really don't know where to start, so let's just start with the most egregious thing in this game. Why in the fuck are you calling a fullback dive on a 1st and 10 from the 13? What the fuck? You think you're on the goal line or something? A fullback dive on a 1st and 10. And of course, Ingold fumbles it. And why would you not give it to Wright? Why? Ingold was doing great for blocking. Let him keep doing that. Let him block for Wright. Let Wright get some yards. You might not get the first down. You're definitely not getting the first down on a fullback dive. I literally do not understand that decision. I would say it's the worst decision made on Sunday, but I was watching Red Zone because the Dolphins game was not available in my area, and I saw the Titans run a run play and pitch it behind the line in their own territory on 4th and 2 at the beginning of the half when they were in the lead. So that might actually be worse. But anyway, yeah, that was just absolutely terrible. Speaking of Ingold, he was targeted more times in this game, or I guess he got the ball more times in this game than Tyreek Hill. Now, I get it. You want to run the ball more. I get that. I do. But in the few times that you have the passing game, you went to Tyreek once, and it was on the last drive of the game. And also, Boyle threw a pass just like way out of bounds, almost going into the stands on the last pass of the game. I don't know. And speaking of Hill, let's talk about the other Hill, Julian Hill. How many times are you going to let this man get penalties that completely destroy drives and let him keep playing? Bench him. Bench him for a quarter or something. Show that there's actual fucking consequences to your actions. If any of us messes up this much at work, we get in trouble. But no, Julian Hill can keep playing. It's fine. Everything's fine. Honestly, this might sound like a completely crazy conspiracy theory, but I feel like McDaniel almost did this on purpose. Everyone kept asking him, run the ball more. Run the ball down their throats, which is what we wanted. And then he called the run games terribly. I almost felt like he did that to say, oh, well, that's not working. Let's go back to what we were doing before. And they're definitely going to do that because Tua's probably coming back next week. It's not a full guarantee, but everyone's saying it's going to happen. It's been the theory since he got injured. So Tua's coming back probably. And I expect nothing to change. You're gonna score a little bit more on offense. I mean, Tua is a lot better than fucking Tim Boyle, Skylar Thompson, or Snoop Huntley. But he's not gonna fix the main issues with this team. Bad play calling, constant fumbling, and so many fucking penalties. And this is all on the offense, by the way. Defense played great. I mean, they held the Colts to 16 points. They allowed the Dolphins to get prime field position on offense multiple times. Offense just didn't do anything with it. Tua's not going to fix these issues. He's not. You're going to see a couple really nice throws from him, some nice chunk yardage. And the defense, playing like they are, you might win a couple games. But it's not going to fix the real issues with this team. This team is not good enough to win a single playoff game, let alone forget Super Bowl this season. I mean, I don't care if Tua plays the best football of his career. This team is not winning a playoff game. They'd be lucky to make the playoffs, even if he is playing the best football of his life. I don't know what to do. I'd say blow it all up, but like I said before, that's not going to happen. And here's where I have a comparison that might be lost to a few people, but we're gonna try it. Hold on a second. All right. Now this pains me so much to say, but if you're a hockey fan, you are going to get this. The Miami Dolphins are being just like the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're a team built on its offense. They hadn't won a playoff game for a long time. I know the Leafs broke that drought, but that point still stands. They haven't won a championship in forever. And they are so fucking set in their ways that they will not change anything, no matter the fact that the results do not change season to season to season. How many times have we seen the Toronto Maple Leafs constantly choke away the first round of the playoffs because they will not change what is broken in their system? And you are seeing, maybe not this season, but you've seen a couple times their system completely break down in the regular season. This is exactly what is happening to the Miami Dolphins. Freaking McDaniel and Greer are so set in thinking this system is perfect and it needs no changes, and we're seeing it collapse because they will not fix the true issues with it. If you fix some of these issues, if you fix penalties, if you get better blocking in the O-line, you can run a system like this and you can win. But it's not going to work if you just ignore the problems. And that's what they keep doing. And because of that, nothing's going to change. And we're stuck with this probably for a couple more years before they figure out that this isn't going to work. This is not the fault of having Tua. This is not, I wouldn't say fully on McDaniel. It's a combination of both. But I believe Tua can be a great quarterback. McDaniel can be a great coach if they'll just change up their systems a bit. And if Tua can stay healthy, which is a huge if. But anyway, I guess the rant is over on that. The Dolphins play the Cardinals next. Tua's going to play, and they're likely going to win that game. I'm not convinced that this team is good if they win that game. If you beat the Bills, maybe. Maybe I'll be convinced. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But if you lose to the Cardinals, just, I don't know, man. Don't do this to Tua. Don't do this to the rest of the players on this team. Just send them somewhere else where they can win. So, that's about it for this video. I'll see you next week after we play the Cardinals. Blessed be. Fins up.